Hello and welcome everybody to BBL Season 9. We are in week 2 of the season, and I am coming to you with my one and only team this season, the Melonheads, as we go into a match against the humongous Giants, who are coached by Itaniium, speedrunner and league newbie, but solid player. Melonheads last week did lose a close matchup, 10-9 against the Cardinals. Rough one. Hoping for some redemption here, but the Giants won't be the easiest prey. They scored 11 runs to beat Crazy Eights and the Yankees last week. Very solid all-around team, and seemingly, at this early date, one of the better teams in the NL. So we shall see how this one goes. As far as predictions for this week, let me see if it's changed at all. It has changed slightly. There's 15 people who have predicted this match. This is a toss-up, according to the community. We have 8 predictions for the Giants to win, 7 predictions for the Melonheads to win. About as easily split as it can be. One person has put a lock on this match, that is G-Schlim, who has locked my team to win. Interestingly, though, this is eligible for an upset. Nobody used their upset pick on this one, so there is that. As for my prediction for this game, I think that the Giants have the edge here, because I think on paper, if this is definitely a toss-up of a match. I think it could go either way, but I think if you simulated it 100 times or whatever, I think there's more times where the Giants win than there are where the Melonheads win. So my official prediction is that the Giants win this one, but we are certainly going to do our best to win here. And Itaniium has already played for this week, so as soon as I finish the game, I can submit the result and find out here on the stream and recording. Alright, enough chit-chat, let's take a look at the strategy screen. My lineup, I think I am going to leave the same. Haven't found any really compelling reason to change it yet. I think it's a well-balanced lineup as it is right now. Fielding, do I want to change the fielding at all? I don't think so. I like my defense pretty well the way it is as well. At present. So he has me in the Eliminator game too, which means if I'm wrong, he's completely out of that. That's a lot of faith, we'll see. Alright, let's take a look at the Giants' defense, shall we? The outfield has Cliff Floyd in left, very strong fielder. Nomar Garciaparra in right, also a strong fielder. Artie Pimbleton in center is a bit of a head-scratcher. Probably one of the weakest fielders in the on the team. Might not be too relevant here at a game in Parks. Can't hit the ball deep here, but I do think that was a mistake by Itaniium. So, pretty strong outfield, but center is a bit weak, so not too bad. Infield, we have Lena Ang at third, 100 arm, but low aggression and it's slightly slow. Kendall at shortstop, solid player, not amazing. Sean Green at second, good second baseman. Chad Capel at first, solid for there, though he is slow and he might come onto the mound later. Perry Marks at pitcher is the biggest weakness in this defense, so we will see if we can take advantage of that. I know that was the biggest boon to Crazy in his game. And Ichiro catcher, which is very vaunted and might very well be the best option given this roster, but all the same, I am glad to see Ichiro playing catcher because that means he's not playing anywhere else on the field. All he can do, for the most part, is stop me from stealing bases. So. Overall, solid defense, not an amazing one. Definitely we can poke some holes in this, I think, and score a bunch of runs if we do well. Alright, here goes. Hopefully there won't be much dribblers. Alright. Ichiro leading off for the Giants. Richie Sexson on the mound again. Had probably what I expect to be one of his best pitching performances of the season, honestly, in week 1. And very confusing play there as 3 players were tussling all over each other, but at the end of it, looks like Maria caught the ball before it hit the ground. First out. Richie should have won NL Pitcher of the Week last week. Did a 1-hitter with 7 strikeouts. I think the voting committee as a whole was wrong on that one, but what you're going to do? In any case, we'll see how long we can keep the Richie Sexson Ace Wilson thing alive. He's not really a big endurance pitcher, so I don't think he's going to come particularly close, but we'll see. Strikes out Cliff Floyd on a perfect left hook that I forgot that Richie can't pitch. For the second out, and that brings up Nomar Garciaparra. Giants are certainly front-loading their AI lineup here, which is always a smart choice. The first 3 hitters or so are the are a good spot to put your best hitters on the AI lineup, because those are the ones that are most likely to hit a third time against your opponent. You can try to balance your AI lineup, but that's not going to do much, because as a whole, fielding is easy enough in this game. That's not going to make much of an impact, so... Is there chat going on right now in the channel chat? I don't know. I can only read one at once, so that's annoying. And Garcia Parra stretching out this at-bat. Richie missed the strike zone with one pitch. Then Nomar fouled off a right hook. Still 1-2 with 2 outs. Nomar fouls another pitch off. He refuses to give up here. A bit annoying, really. And now Nomar fouls him off. And finally, got him to swing early at a slow ball for a strikeout. To end the first, Richie with no hits allowed and 2 strikeouts in the first. Good start to the game, and we go to the Melonheads' first time at bat. Lindsey Felgate leading off. Put out a solid performance, 3 for 4, a home run in the first game. Lindsey always a reliable producer on offense. Fouls one off, 0-2. Perry putting the pressure on me early here. And it works as Lindsey swings early to strike out to lead off. That's not a good start to the game, folks. Whenever Lindsey Felgate does not get a hit, you know things are not going well. But let's see if we can rebound with the rest of the team. Luann Louie is up, our only player to not record an out last game. She did her thing as normal and hoping to do it here against the weak pitcher. 1-0 count. And, okay, well that could come in handy. Perry got a fireball from that strikeout and is using it already with single-digit pitches on the count to tire himself out, so got a gassed pitcher very early there. And we are going to take the 3-0 pitch. It is a strike, so 3-1 now. But a walk for Lulu is quite good. And that is low for ball 4. Luann Louie draws a walk. We take those. All right. 1 on, 1 out for Richie Sexton. He only went 1 for 3 last game. I think he drew a walk as well as getting a hit single with a crazy bunt. Looking to just get a solid hit here. Advance Lulu and get on base himself to set up Fabian, who is on deck. Pops one over towards right. That is going to be... Oh, whoa. Okay, I thought that was caught at first on the fly. Just barely bounced, and since it was right near first base, Nomar was able to throw him out at first. That did advance Luann Louie. Brings up Fabian Callahan. We have 2 outs. Last chance to get something done descending in terms of run production. Fabian takes strike 1. Fortunately, Fabian is not a bad hitter to have when you just need to get a little more production in. Fabian went 2 for 4 last game. Did not hit one out of the park. Hit one off the corner of the wall. But no home runs. Ball 2, 2-1. I really would not like a walk here for Fabian. Whitney Singh is on deck. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. That is going to be outside. Full count for Fabian Callahan with 2 out. Again, Whitney on deck. Much rather have her batting leadoff in the next inning than last in this. Fabian fouls one off to keep the at-bat alive. Even more, I'd like her to come up to bat with nobody on here as Fabian clears the bases. But, oh, I thought that was ball 4. It was not. Super nasty strike 3 by Perry to retire the side for the Melonheads. No runs, no hits. Not a good start to the game. We are going into the second inning. There is no score. Richie and Fabian having it a bit rough. Not the most unusual thing in the world. It's Lindsay getting out. That was really rough for us last inning. Sean Green gets an easy ground out to start the inning, though, so that's good. Jason Kendall is now up. Lots of pros on this Giants. No wonder it seems like a very solid team. Pros in general, very solid players. Kendall is another easy out, though, which brings up Lena Ang with nobody on and 2 out. Gonna have a nice, quick, easy inning here for Richie. We'll see. Lena takes strike 1. And ball 1. 1-1 the count. And Lena pops that one up towards third. Fabian grabs it on the bounce, throws it over to first in time for the 3rd out. Giants retired without trouble. Richie taking a bow for his pitching performance as we go into the bottom of the 2nd. No score, Melonheads hoping to get on the board here. Good thing is we have several more solid hitters coming right up. Starting with Whitney Singh. Not a great hitter, but she is fast, so just gotta poke one a bit in the gap here, and we're good to go. Not sure, honestly, whether it's a better idea to ground or a line drive in this situation. We're gonna risk the grounder, though, I think. If Perry is the one that ends up feeling the ball, that's good. Of course, Perry might not also not give us much chance to hit the ball, depending. Quite gassed, he pitched over 15 pitches, including a fireball in the 1st. There were no strikeouts in the 2nd to refill his juice meter. It is 3-0 on Whitney. No way I was going to pitch on that one until it started slow-mowing, and then I had to go for it. It is a successful single for Whitney, which means we will have a power-up for Richie to play around with next time he hits. Screamin' line drive, good at parts. Hillary Vargas is now up. 2 for 4 last game. Did nothing of note in that, of real note in that contest, I don't think. We have a runner on first with nobody out. And 2-0 the count on Vargas. Perry just having all sorts of trouble hitting the strike zone. I'm guessing he's not going to be on the mound for much longer. He's probably gassed already. But with that fireball. And the slow-mo now. Gets in a couple nasty pitches, though. 2-2. Gotta be careful here if I don't want to just strike out. Oh, my goodness. Another nasty pitch. Hillary gets a piece of it. Hits it towards third. Lena's low aggression saves the day here. She does not go for the ball. She goes to cover third instead. It bounces and is a single for Hillary. That brings up Maria Luna, who was 3 for 4 with a home run last game. She might take over Lindsay's spot as MVP of the team. Lindsay's not careful. Hits a long fly ball off a slow-mo, but that is going to be caught, it looks like. Whitney went a long way, too, away from second, so it can't even be a sack there. The perils of batting power with Maria. She likes to hit it high, not so much far. Bit of a risky pitch, but I thought it was worth it being a slow-mo. Didn't work out, so now 1 out. Vic Souffle up. Vic was 2 for 4 last game. Took very good advantage of Jerry Winchell being tired. And at first, this time I am not swinging at the slow-mo. I don't think it's a good situation for Vic to swing. Maybe I should have, though. Oh well. Fouls it off. It's 1-2. Perry is probably just about dead now. Yep. And Perry Marks is off the mound without having given up a single run. That makes Chad Capel the pitcher. We are going to go for the grounder to first man. Of course, now there's a fresh pitcher on the mound. Could cause some trouble. We'll see. Ball 1. The count, ball 2 rather. The count is now 2-2. We have runners on first and second. 1 out. On deck is Randy Uno. Somewhat scary pitch there, but it is in fact inside for ball 3. A walk here would be beautiful, honestly. Great stuff. It is not to be, though. Vic puts one on the ground. Chad goes for the throw at third. Whitney is there in time, which means everybody is safe. Bases loaded. 1 out, folks. Looking promising. Randy Uno is a hitter. Good swing power. Gonna go line drive. Less likely for just a long pop-up. Hits hard towards center, but whatever his name is there. I can't even remember, honestly, who the center fielder is. Artie Pimbleton, is that it? So he catches it for the out. Whitney is able to tag up and score, so Melonheads are on the board, 1-0. There is that, but unfortunately, so far, our attempts at big hits have just been easy out so far. Let's see if that changes here with Lindsay Felgate up. Lindsay hit a 2-run shot last game. Can she get a 3-run shot this time? We'll see. She fouls off the first pitch. 0-1 the count. 2 on and 2 out. That is hit high, hit hard, and it looks like that is gonna be gone, folks. Lindsay does it again with a 3-run home run, clearing out the bases and making the score 4-0 Melonheads. That's my girl. 477th bomb. Pretty good on the whole. Without as many big power hitters on this team, I think Lindsay's going to need to be power swinging a bit more in order to clear the bases. All right, that brings up Luann Louie. On deck is Richie Sexton, who does have a screaming line drive available for use, so very good chance of scoring another run here. Lulu swings at the first one. It goes straight to Lena, who forgets to wait for Perry to get to the bag. Goes way past him. Out of play, Lulu gets an easy second base, which should be then an easy run scored the next at bat. Richie is honestly great to have as a power-up user and in this spot of the lineup. He has a solid bat, even if he doesn't have power-up. Solid bat to advance Lulu and Lindsay. And then power-ups, well, almost certain that I'm going to get mileage out of them if they're used behind my 2 fastest players. Richie hits a screamer, not into home run, unfortunately. Is off the wall, easy single, and Lulu is going to make an easy score. Round into home. RBI single for Richie Sexton off a power-up. It is now 5-0 Melonheads. This has been a good inning, folks. I was worrying a bit at first, especially when there were 2 outs and only 1 run scored, and we even still have more screaming line drive available. But it has turned out well. Let's see if Fabian can keep it going here. Has yet to have a big bomb this season. Let's see if this can be her first. 1 on, 2 outs. Fabian Callahan at the plate. Oh no, shouldn't have swung at that one. That is quite high, but foul and not at all close to a home run. Lena does catch it in foul territory. Fabian struggling to start the season, as once again she is a 3rd out. But regardless of that, it was a successful inning. 5 runs scored for the Melonheads, so we're currently looking at a +6 score and still 3 more innings to score more. We went once around the lineup. All in all, things looking quite good. 5-0 is the score then. Artie Pimbleton comes on to hit. It is Artie in center, got it. Artie's biggest legacy for me is still defined by my 2nd BBL game ever. Actually, technically my 4th. In week 2 of my first season, when he was on the humongous Hornets, and Nicky Winston was playing left field and super boosted in running and fielding, and he just plinked a bunch of different baseballs off of poor Artie's head at second base. It was a rough game for Artie. Meanwhile, Artie grounds out to short here. Routine play. Perry Marks is now up. As long as Perry doesn't hit a home run, he should be easy pickings here. But he could hit a home run. Woo! Scary sounding thwack there. Fortunately, it is in foul territory. Pitch in a bit trepidatiously here and missed a strike zone as a result. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Perry Marks is out. 2 outs then. As Chad Capel comes on to hit. Capel very much a defensive piece. He's better than some at offense. He has power in the 60s. He can occasionally get solid hits. He was actually decent for random singles in my Royals team last season. but probably not a big threat to hit one out of the park, let's put it that way. Also, 3 strikeouts and still no more juice to be found. Looks like the game is going to be in troll mode this game. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is the 4th strikeout for Richie Sexton, who is perfect through 3. As we go into the bottom of the 3rd, the score is 5-0. Melonheads lead. And Whitney Singh leads off, and starting the inning off with a pitching change, 3rd pitcher here for the Giants as Chad hit 5 runs. Sean Green is now pitching. Making the idea of just going for dribblers not so appealing. So Whitney does successfully poke one past Sean. Perry just sits and watches as Sean covers first on his own. Single, though, for Whitney Singh. Chad at second base is solid for this team. He's not tired, so he's not fast, but he has a good arm. He's going to not be a weakness there at all. Whitney, I think, is minus a tiny bit of stamina from some extra base running she had to do in her previous at-bat, but she's doing fine on the whole. Hillary Vargas up 1-for-1 today. Singled off of Whitney at the start of the 2nd. Probably should have just let that one go, but poked in the gap nicely. No one anywhere close to that ball. Perry trying to field it this time at least. He made an effort, but Nomar had to step in instead. Single, so this started exactly how the 7th inning, 2nd inning did. 2 on, nobody out for Maria Luna. Last time she flew out in this situation off a slow-mo. Let's see if she can do better this time. Take strike 1. Going for power because it would be nice to clear the bases with Vic Souffle coming up to that next. And I need to remember why I don't swing power with Maria much. Infield fly. The game makes it sound twice for some reason. And there is 1 out for Vic Souffle. Need to swing line drive more with Maria. He'll use his power on specific pitches. That was not one of them. I got too confident. Oh well. Strike 1 for Vic. Vic going for the sacrifice here at first is my strategy. We'll see how well that works. Hits a tiny dribbler, which Ichiro is then able to field. Gets the out at 3rd. Hillary is to 2nd in time. No double play. Alright. Not a great inning so far, but hey. Went similar to this last inning, and then we scored 5 runs anyway. So we'll see what happens here. Randy Uno up 0-for-1. 1 hit so far on the game. Hits 1 high, but that's not going out. Artie is under it. Artie, for all I dissed him about the choice to put him at center field earlier, so far has played that position capably. He catches it for the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Melonheads in the 3rd. We are not on our game today here. Lots of underwhelming hits from our hitters. That Lindsay home run is the only really good hit so far this game. So hitters need to step up and start hitting the ball well, not just easy flyouts. And that is how we're going to score more runs this game. All right, Ichiro leads off the 4th inning. Richie does have more juice in the bank, so that is good. Richie is not going to beat Ichiro in that throw to first, so he's not going to try. Just collects the ball and heads back to the mound. 1 on then. No perfecto for Richie. Cliff Floyd is a hitter. Could get in some trouble here if things don't go so well. Cliff also bunts. Ichiro will get 2nd easily, but Cliff is an easy out at first, at least 1 down. Nomar Garcia Power is up. Given how this game has started, I'm pretty sure Itaniium is going to win this game, but we'll see. Could get another big rally in the later inning. Nomar with a grounder to short, which Maria fields ably. Out at 3rd, Hillary guns it. Out at 1st, rather. Hillary guns it to 3rd. Richie with a rare gun to home, and Ichiro is caught for the double play off of the error by Fabian at 3rd. Close one there, but we got him, folks. And that will end the top of the 4th in style. Going to the bottom of the frame, the top of the lineup is up to bat. That's usually a good thing. It is currently 5-0 Melonheads. Almost got the double play at 3rd. Fabian dropped it, but Richie gunned it for once. Alright. More screaming line drives is my reward. Lindsay Felgate is a hitter and leads off with a solo home run to left field, folks. Lindsay's second home run of the day. Lindsay has had a couple of hiccups, but has compensated for them with by far the highest RBI output of the team. At this rate, she's going to be a good candidate for Batter of the Week this week. 2 home runs and 4 RBI on the game so far. And it is 6-0 Melonheads. Good start, good start. And Luann Louis is now up. Has a walk and a double on the game. Still has not recorded an out yet. It will come. It might even come this at bat, but hasn't come yet. Ball waits a minute to get to Lena, which is all Lulu needs to get to first base safely. Lulu doesn't need much. Runner on first, nobody out. Richie Sexton up. And here comes another screamer. Let's see if he can knock this one to the edges to get this one over the fence. Get the easy RBIs. Nope. That one's going more central. Alright. Artie, fortunately, not a great fielder, so it's easy for Lulu to get to third base. I'm not going to risk it going for... Oh, wait! Ooh! Almost made it past Ichiro with a dive to stop the out of play. Good play by the catcher. Alright, but still, single by Richie. That advances Lulu to third. We will have more screaming line drive if Richie bats again. And Fabian Callahan is a hitter. 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a foul out. Let's see if she can get things started here for herself and keep things going for the team. 1-1 is a count on Fabian. Pop up. That one is gonna land. Yes, just barely gets past Chad. Unfortunately, Richie is out at second, but Lulu does score, so another run scores. 7-0 Melonheads, and there's only one out, so this isn't a horrible situation. Fabian is almost certainly going to be out at second here, but we'll still have a 1 on then and 2 outs. Could be worse. Whitney Singh the hitter, or Whitney could draw a walk, that's a possibility. Also, I just now noted, Sean Green, not a great pitcher, so Giants don't have a lot of pitching depth here, it seems. We'll see if we can turn that to our advantage. I'm guessing not, but we'll see. 1-1 is a count on Whitney. Hillary Vargas waiting in the wings. And a super nasty corner strike. Alright. We don't want Whitney to strike out here. That would be bad. 1-2 is a count. That one is going to be high for ball 2. 2-2 for Whitney. Fabian Callahan is on first base. Hillary Vargas on deck. There is 1 out, and the Melonheads currently have +8 as the differential. Nothing ball. Thankfully, it is called foul instead of going to the screen to be caught by Ichiro for an official out. Still 2-2 the count on Whitney. She is fighting. Not giving up easy, and here we go. Gets a ground ball. Ooh, for a minute I thought I was going to be in deep trouble and Chad was going to throw her out at first. Fortunately, he went for the easy out at second instead. 2 outs then. Hillary Vargas is up. We're going to swing for the fences here. Rather do that right now. With 2 outs on the board than just go for a base hit. Another nasty corner strike by Sean. 0-1 is the count. That one looks promising. Hillary fouls it off, though. 0-2, I'm not so desirous of the home run that I will just swing only power for this at-bat, though. Rather have a solid hit than no hit at all. That is a solid hit by Hillary, but Kendall is there. He catches the ball, and so... 4th inning dries up a bit as Fabian's slump unfortunately continues. Still, we have a lack of good hits. Natural hits from anybody except Lindsay, and that has been a major hindrance to us this game. But we have 1 more inning left, and we might be able to do some beautiful stuff with it indeed. The score is 7-0 after 4. Sean Green leads off the 5th inning for the Giants. Swings and misses for strike 1. Richie will be 6th in line for us in the 5th inning, which means I need to get 2 non-outs to get to him in line. Maria, Lindsay, and Lulu are... we need 3 non-outs, excuse me. Maria, Lindsay, and Lulu are 3 of the hitters, so we have a good chance of getting back to Richie, honestly. But not guaranteed. Swing and a miss for strike 3, Richie's 5th strikeout of the game, as Sean Green is retired, and Jason Kendall is now the hitter. Line drive, that's going to be in the gap, I think. No! Maria grabs it from behind. Great play there by Luna. For the 2nd out. Maria is no joke as a fielder. And Lena hits one into the ground. That'll be an easy 3rd out. Oh! Hillary, what are you doing? But we managed to recover. Regardless. And Giants are out with barely a whimper in the 5th. Going into the bottom of the frame, it is 7-0 Melonheads. This is our last chance to put some runs on the board. Let's see if we can make good on it. Maria Luna leads off 0 for 2 today. She's been swinging for the fences with runners on. This time nobody's on. She is not swinging for the fences. Gonna go for the grounders here. And Sean misses the strike zone with the first pitch. Vic Souffle is on deck, and Randy Uno in the hole. After that, we're back at the top of the lineup. If we get there, I think good things will happen. Maria takes ball 2. Maria was one of my best performances in Game 1. Not doing so well here. Game 1 has been the Lindsay and Richie show. Takes strike 1. Nasty corner pitch. It's been a bit of a theme this game. 2-1 is a count. And takes strike 2. Gonna swap to line drive now. I don't really want to grounder it straight towards first base. If it comes to that, it doesn't. And Maria with another high pop-up. Can't get good contact here. This is the problem with Maria as a hitter. Hits often have too much pop. Not enough distance, and that is very much the case here. Should have stuck with grounders, it turned out. Oh well, 1 out, and we really need to buckle down here, folks. We now have my 2 hitters I have the least confidence in coming up, and we have to get at least one of them safe before we get around to the top of the line. Starting with Vic Souffle, hits a pop-up towards short. Oh my goodness! So many pop-ups. So many easy outs. Kendall catches this one, and Randy Uno is the last chance for the Melonheads to get something going here in the 5th. I don't think +8 is enough to win this game. Oof. Thought that would be a ball. It was I should have swung at that one. She probably could have crushed it over the fence. Oh well. Randy only with 1 base hit so far on the season. And I should have changed to close stance there. I didn't. She grounds it right back to the pitcher, and that is it. Very frustrating to go down in the 5th inning. Right around the corner from the top of the lineup. We don't get there. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a loss, and a good sign that the Melonheads are not going to be able to be competitive this season. Only a +8 at home. Oh well. Let's see if Richie can at least finish strong here with a good pitching performance. He has only given up 1 hit and struck out 5 so far. Missed pitcher of the week last season, hoping to secure it last week, trying to secure it this time. It has been a good pitching start to the season for Richie. Gonna try to make it better here with a strikeout against Artie. Pops out the fireball, and it is not close to the strike zone. Gonna try it again. Obviously, this is the sort of thing I would only do if I had more juice available. Fails a 2nd time, so we're gonna have to try this the old-fashioned way. Hopefully a slow ball will confuse him after the 2 straight fireballs. Nope! Artie fouls it off. Giving me a rough time here at the end. There we go. Finally got him. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Strikeout number 6 for Sexton. And that brings up Perry Marks. Hoping here to avoid the random home run. And there is 0 chance now at getting another more juice. Can't bust out the fireball. Fly ball into center field. Vic coming up. Vic sends it flying off his head. That's going to be a single for Perry. No pitcher of the week for Sexton this week, I don't think. Couldn't win it with 1 hit and 7 strikeouts. He won't be able to win it with 2 hits and 7 strikeouts. Chad Capella's up. Alright, let's see if we can end this charade. That's gonna land on Maria's head. But Lindsay is able to get the force out at second base. Chad on first. There's now 2 outs. Fortunately, the leadoff hitter for the Giants doesn't have a super bat, so hopefully we can just get the force out at second here as Ichiro is a hitter. Ichiro is fast, but that doesn't matter if Chad cannot make it to second base. A reminder to people, please not to spoil the result in the chat for me until I have been able to post it and see it for myself. Ichiro bunts it. Richie's got it, throws it up towards second. Will it get there on time? It does. Chad is forced out. And that is the game. You get the instant replay and everything. Final score tonight then. Melonheads 7, Giants 0 for a final differential of +8. We are posting the result now. It will be live in just 1 moment. +8 is my score. I do have home team advantage. So that means that Itaniium will need to score 9 or more to beat my team who scored 11 last game. Now, where's the BYB punt? I am expecting a loss. We'll see. Alright, final score for the matchup. Melonheads 8, Giants 10. Melonheads scored a lot of runs as AIs against the Giants, but they scored enough to make up for it anyway. So GG to Itaniium as the Giants take their second win in this mini-games. The Melonheads take their second loss in this mini-games. And I think this is a death knell. If you had any hope of the Melonheads being competitive, scoring single digits at their home field, I think is proof enough. Couldn't get the win against a weaker team. Here couldn't get the win against a stronger team. So I think this will be one of those Melonheads teams that just manages to snag a few teams on the win, but are mostly just a sideshow in the as the better teams throw it down. All right. As for the statistics, the player of the game is very easy. Lindsay Felgate, 2 for 3 with 2 home runs, 4 RBI. As of my natural hitting hitter, she was the only one to get things done tonight. If, you know, I mean, hey, we were at +8. All we needed was for Maria or Vic or Randy to get on base, and Lindsay would have got on base, Lulu could have gone on base, Richie could have used the power-up. We would have been in business, but nope. Maria especially, 0 for 3, 3 pop-outs. Randy 0 for 3. Vic could get on base, but that was all we could do with the bottom of the lineup, and that was bad. Fabian was only 1 for 3 with a single. That just turned into a force-out later. So, yeah. Hillary 2 for 3, but just 2 singles. Ultimately, couldn't do much with that. So, yeah. Hitters couldn't get it done this game, and that is ultimately what did us in. Hitters need to produce. This has been a problem for me in the past. It's a problem for me now. I have more hitters this time than I had before, but if none of them are producing, there's not much we can do. Lindsay can't win games all by herself, I'm afraid. Alright, and coming up next week, Melonheads are going to start the season off 0-3 as we go to play the best team in the NL, probably, the Green Monsters. So, hopefully I'll be in a better mood by then, and we will be able to make a fun stream of it at least. And then we're playing Crazy 8s after that, so yeah. It's probably going to be an 0-4 start this season for the Melonheads. So, this is going to be one of those seasons. Alright, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you later.